We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Real. God.
Mayfield to throw on the first play. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come, because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert 33. Up. Watch out.
Mayfield. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Hurry! Kings! Regular! Watch out!
Mayfield on play action. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Once again, it's Irving. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Mayfield to throw it. And the ball is knocked out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Here's Daniels. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. We're scoreless after 1. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
On the bootleg, it's Daniels. Rolling to his right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Daniels looking to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. To throw is Daniels. Flush to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. It's caught. And it's 8-0. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Throwing, Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
2nd and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Mayfield now. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42. On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Run. Hurry. Hey, alert. Watch out.
To throw, Mayfield. This is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, 34 yards. And the Bucs are back within a couple of the lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here.
Point it right. Hurry. Watch.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match?
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Daniels. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To the air goes Daniels. Pass incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Daniels going to throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Hey, alert 33. What's up?
Now Mayfield. And this one caught downfield by Evans. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Kings. Regular. God.
Mayfield looks to throw. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Palmer. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Run. God.
Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Baker Mayfield in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught. They get the 2, and they double them up now at 16-8. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The final shot before break. Daniels slings this deep from McLaurin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Robinson on a give right side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 42 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Let's go now.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Now Daniels. His throw incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. A give left side to Robinson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Again, it's Robinson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 35, here's 2nd and 6.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Done.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Daron Payne able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Hey, alert 33.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure, and the pressure gets to him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. A throw left side caught here by the tight end Bates.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5.
Come on. Hey.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. John Bates, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's 1st and 10.
Run.
Here's Baker. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Kings. Regular. What's up?
Mayfield to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Alert. Up. What's up?
Now Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Run. Good. What's that?
Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Hey, alert. Point it right. What's that?
Mayfield. Out to the right here to Shepard. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line.
Real.
Mayfield to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Hey, alert 33. What's that?
Now Mayfield. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Ranger. 18 Rattler.
They go play action. Daniels. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he will be out of bounds. So, partner, that means we got some free football. We're headed to overtime. And we have free football overtime. So the Bucs going to have a chance to go down and win it. They'll get the ball first here in overtime. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and a yard. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Pistol, pistol, pistol. Hurry, hurry. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Point it right, point it right, point it right. What's up?
Throwing, Mayfield. And this is caught by Evans. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Real, real, real. Up, up. Hey, alert 33. Done.
Mayfield to throw it. Look at Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And Evans will have a Bucs 1st down as he's down at the 17-yard line. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through. Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, the ball gets in the end zone. This thing's over.
And I remember my coach has always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep them to 3 points. Otherwise, this thing is done. Win your individual battle within the framework of the team defense. Beat that guy across from you and make a play. I expect them to attack on defense and not sit back.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Real, real, real. Good. What's up?
Mayfield. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Irving is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only second down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for third. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's third down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
To throw, Mayfield. Oh, and it's intercepted. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it.